Okay, you bums. You bums. This is one of Gommy's magic hand videos, and I can't actually see the camera screen at the moment. So, I want to show you, I want to tell you a story. Okay, so, why is my old workshop knife in the picture? Well, this is the beginning of the story. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, on the far side of the galaxy, lived a man called Darth Knife Maker. Actually works quite well. Okay, you remember this? Oh, God, when did I made this ages ago, didn't I? When I was working for Smart Parts, right? It's my workshop knife. This was actually made out of an axe head, and a lot of work, but I actually enjoyed making it, and it's a really good knife, double-edged, blah blah blah, hard as nails. So why are you telling us that, Gommy? Well, I've started knife making. You know, I've started knife making now. I better put my hand into the camera image, or you won't know I'm here. So I went on and I made this one. This is my. This is a knife. It's a hammer. It's got the spoke shave edge on. It's got your. What do we call that? On a firearm, we'd call that stippling on the wood, so you can get a good grip. So this lets you do fine carving, etc., etc. And it's got a hammer on the end. So this is a working knife, right? Oh look, my other bits just fell out. And that's kind of your sheath thing it comes into. Now, I have started playing about with Damascus steel. I don't know if you can see this. I'm kind of holding it in front of the camera. Now, this is a tiny little wincy blade. See that curve on the back? That's what I call a spoke shave. That's for turning square pieces of wood round. There's loads of uses for that. Bows, arrows, spears, wooden pegs. If you drill a round hole through two bits of wood and you want to join said woods together, you then whittle a wooden peg and drive them through the two holes. Okay. Now I've made a neck knife. These are not finished yet. They're like 50% done. Okay. But I thought what I would show you is some of the stuff I actually have done and is finished. Since I have been talking a lot about Damascus steel. So let me just change the zoom on my camera. There we are. Now this is a teardrop blade. I think personally it looks like chopped up spring onions, but if I called it a spring onion blade, I don't think I'd sell as many. This is Damascus steel. I've been talking to a lot of the lads, and they weren't terribly sure what Damascus steel actually was. So here we are. This is Damascus steel. This is one of my grinds. If you've noticed, I've also put the spoke shave in there as well. Now notice that the spoke shave is just polished metal, whereas the rest of the blade is Damascus. Now this is actually Damascus. The way we bring this pattern out of the steel, we actually pickle this in an acid, and the acid eats away at the steel, but it leaves the carbon, and that's how you get that really, really beautiful shape. Oh, you can't see. I'm holding it outside of the camera. I can't actually see the camera screen, so I'm not too sure what I'm doing. Okay. Now notice I'm going to put this in my stand. There we go. Notice how similar they are. It's just a very, very. Oh, let me change the focus on the camera. Oh dear, blade now. Cecil B. DeMille, I am not. So there you go. So this is my new one. Okay, this is the old one. You'll notice that I've stuck pretty much to the same shape. Everything's got a little bit more fancy. Really simple sheath here, unlike my old sheath, which of course, because I work as a gunsmith, don't I? So my old sheath resembles a gun holster, even right down to the safety, which you would have. That would obviously be on the hammer of your revolver. But for me it works. It means the blade's never going to come out. I put a massive monster strap on the back. Nothing can break with that. But I didn't stop there. I've gone on, I've gone on a bit further. And I've got a little bit more exotic with the shape. This is this would be like a hunter's knife, I suppose. This would be for skinning animals or people, whatever you're into. Whoa! My camera's been drinking. So let's see if we can make this dance in the light. There we go. So that's your Damascus steel. Again, this is a different layering, a different technique. Now notice that the blade on the top of this one is double-sided. I've still yet to finish this one. This is about 60% complete. I want to polish this edge out, then put then sharpen both the edges, and then once I'm happy with that, then I'll etch this after I put a mask on to protect that cutting edge, so the etching doesn't dull it. And what the etching does is it will bring the pattern out again, because obviously where I've been polishing this, I've lost a bit of the pattern. But the pattern is in the metal. We need to bring it out. Think like so I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to leave this on show, and I'm going to put my little neck knife in there. Here we go. It's not for cutting necks. It's what you would wear around your neck. Now, I have a biggie. Let me change the camera again. I have a biggie. But it's nowhere near done, but it gives you a good idea of how much work goes into these things. This is the start, this is the first grind. Okay, but you see the blue marks there, that's my new radius that I've got to cut out. If you do it on its PCD, it's a 6-inch radius. If you do it by half, it's a 3-inch radius. And I want both radii on these edges to be exactly the same. So I just ordered a new Axminster. Well, I say ordered. I was on eBay, an Axminster wet grinder, and fuck it, man, I didn't win the bloody bid, did I? I'm gutted. They're about £200. I've got a grinder that I made. It's inside a water tank, so I actually grind underwater, so I don't have to do all that handwork with the diamonds that I did before, because that was just too much work, man. So this one has still got a long way to go. This is about 20% complete, but again, you see the spoke shave, because I don't need a double edge on the top, because I'm not going around stabbing people. This is a working knife. This is for a working environment. This is a tough bit of kit, and I might actually take the handles off and put a hammer on the end of this, because it is a very, very long handle, and I guess that is what they call a fishtail handle as well. And what I really like with this is the tiny little detail. It's got like what is almost a chrysanthemum in there, but to me it looks like the Hail Hydra pattern from Captain America. So yeah, I've made a Hail Hydra knife. So let me know what you think, man. Yeah, get in there. This one needs a hell of a lot of work. I've still got a lot of work to go. There's probably about another 5 or 6 hours to go into that yet. This one's nice though. Can do with a slight redesign and regrind. Once I'm happy with everything, then I can start to work on the rest of it. And once I'm happy with that, I can start getting my blanks done. Okay, lads, we'll see you soon. I'm buggering off. Catch you later, boys. Ta-da. Bye-bye.